The most recent injury reports for Arsenal with several important players are still absent for Mikel Arteta prior to the trip to Newcastle. Ben White was not included in the Arsenal matchday squad for the Carabao Cup match against Preston. After the victory over Preston and before the Premier League match against Newcastle, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta will be hoping for more encouraging injury news, with goals from Gabriel Jesus, Ethan Nwaneri, and Kai Havertz. The Gunners easily defeated the championship team to guarantee a berth in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals. We please beg you to subscribe our YouTube channel for more update. On Wednesday, he did not play for the team that played Preston. He's been on the grass for a few weeks, but there are still a few boxes to check, Arteta stated. I'm hoping he'll return before the foreign vacation. Odegaard stated, I'm getting better every day, but there are ups and downs when you have an ankle issue. On some days, you feel great, and on other days, you might respond a little. However, things are generally improving, and I feel like I'm getting closer now. I've been working out a lot lately, and I used an anti-gravity treadmill, which is great because it removes the weight. Ben White, who was given the night off after only recently recovering from an injury of his own, was replaced at right back by Jurrien Timber, who was named in the starting lineup despite hobbling off against Liverpool. Due to an injury, Gabriel Magalhaes also left the 2-2 tie and was not included in the matchday squad that travelled to Deepdale. Although players like Kieran Tierney and Martin Odegaard are still recuperating from their own more significant problems, the Brazil international appears to have escaped a devastating injury. Ricardo Calafiori, on the other hand, hopes to return before the November international break, and Arteta has recently been able to provide encouraging reports on both. That being said, before Saturday lunchtime's trip to St James Park, Football.London compiles the most recent Arsenal injury news. Against Liverpool, Darwin Núñez challenged Gabriel, causing him to go down. Arteta had to substitute him soon after he was struck in the back of his left knee, even though he was trying to continue playing. The Brazilian was seen sitting on the bench with a big ice pack covering his knee. Earlier this week, Gabriel shared a video of himself applying a compression sleeve to his leg on his Instagram story. Arteta also disclosed that he has not yet trained, which is why he was not included in the matchday squad for the Carabao Cup match against Preston. Arteta's statement, "We're currently evaluating him. It doesn't appear too horrible." The following day, he was considerably better. It's too early to predict when he will go. Since he is currently out and unable to train, we will have to wait and see how he develops over the course of the upcoming games. White did not make the matchday squad for the trip to Preston after starting against Liverpool for the third time in a row. Arteta's statement, he wasn't available for tonight's game because he was having trouble at the end of the game. Timber, like Saka, started against Liverpool but was substituted out before the game was over. He seemed to get a cramp before continuing to play. Timber was replaced in the second half by Miles Lewis-Skelly. But that didn't last long. The Netherlands international was included in the starting lineup for the match against Preston after Arteta's update. Jurrien was all right. He was too exhausted to play the game any longer. There is no harm there. During the September Nations League encounter against Austria, Odegaard sustained an ankle injury. After being evaluated, he was anticipated to be out for about 2 months, however he could be able to return before the next international break. Arteta stated that he was still a bit far away from playing.